Dear friends, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be diving into another mission on the VulnHub, which is Misdirection. The link will be put in the video below so that you can download it and play it on your own. This mission is a bit challenging, but it's not extremely difficult. Before we go ahead, please make sure to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow. So now let's head over to Kali Linux VM to begin with. Hold on. Based on my practice, this machine works better with VMware workstation than VirtualBox. So now we can go ahead to discover the IP address of the target machine. The utility I'd like to use, as always, would be netdiscover. As you can see over here, the IP address of the target machine could be recognized as 136. So what shall we do next? We need to perform port and surface scanning with a map. To save time of this video, I've already completed before, so now we can simply get out its result. Let's scroll up a bit. So as you can see over here, I took the options like scene scan, the virtual scan, the default script scan, followed by the full range port scan. The last option for all is ON to output the result into this file. Then we can retrieve scanning results whenever, just as what I'm doing now. From the map scanning results, we can tell the target machine has 1, 2, 3, 4 open ports in total. Let's take a look at them one by one. The first open port, 22, its surface is SSH or secure shell surface. And also we can get its version information, including its corresponding and exact version number. This version is not it's not updated. However, I don't think we can find any workable exploits. The second open port, 80, the surface is HTTP or Hypertext Transfer Protocol. And also we can get its version information. Rocket, interesting. And so I think the Python engine is running on the server. The next one is 3306. As we know, this is a default port number by my circle surface. And the last one is 8080, which is also running HTTP surface. And also we can get the version information. But this one is different from this application in that its surface is Apache 2. So what are we going to the next? We are going to enter the enumeration stage. The question is where to start. Just I mentioned in the other video, if the target machine has my circle surface running or exposed, we should enumerate this surface first. We can try to see whether this MySQL surface has weak credential vulnerability. Okay, let me connect to the target. Press enter, and we can use password like root to try. It's not working, not allowed to connect to this MySQL server. So it seems the MySQL server is exposed, but actually, our machine cannot connect to this MySQL server, which is fine. Let's go ahead. Now we can, but sorry, I think we need to note down some key information. So the IP address of the target machine is 166. The first port number, open port is 22, SSH, 80, HTTP, Python 2, port MySQL, and last one 880, HTTP Apache 2. Okay, so now MySQL surface, nothing. And now we can enumerate web application 80 to see what we can get, what we can gather. Let's open up the browser to perform manual enumeration first. Let's put the IP address of the target machine into the address bar of the browser. So this is online voting system and elections. Oh, we can log in, but we don't have any email yet. About the features, some features about this online or electronic vote system, support, source code. Even we are given its source code. Interesting. I need to find some time to study this code, but I don't think this piece of source code cannot give us anything important. Let's go back and check its source code, because sometimes we can get sensitive information from the source code, but it's not this case. Let's access robots file. Not found. Even we got error invalid request. Good. And on the top, also we can notice there is button login, and we can log in, we can sign up. Maybe we can sign up a new user like Jason 1, and we can put any email, of course, fake email, test.com, password, put anything. I think our input password should comply with the password policy like length and complexity of password. Okay, it's manager. We can sign up, working, don't save, to see whether we can register our user to the web application, and then we can log in with this new created user. However, we got error on the top, unable to send email. Of course, it's obvious we have given invalid or fake email, so we can't make use of sign up function to penetrate into the machine, or we can't do very much with this function. And let's go to login. So how about we check whether this login form is vulnerable to SQL injection vulnerability. To do that, we can, I think, I think we can go to PT. Maybe I can open new tab because I'm going to open newer Firefox. Firefox, okay? And this Firefox has Foxy Proxy plugin installed, okay? So now we can enable the proxy. Now we can access the target. Press enter. Oh, sorry, I forgot to launch Suite. Start, next. And navigate to proxy tab to enable intercept option. Now we can access, so we can forward. Maybe right now we can disable this intercept and go to login, and we can put anything like a test.com, and a password anything, and we need to turn on intercept again, login, and then we can get this request. We can copy this request to file. And so where is our working directory? Misdirection, yeah, here. And we can limit as like rec. Press enter. So we can close up the Suite because we are not going to use it anymore, at least in the near future. And then we can disable this proxy. Now let's have a look at this request file. Then we can launch Escalation and use the option of -R to specify request file. And the level, of course, the level can be set up to 5. Now we can hit enter. Higher level would be more risky. So multi-part like data found in post body, no problem. Yes. I don't think it's vulnerable to SQL injection, but you know, I just wanted to demonstrate how to conduct SQL injection by utilizing Suite and Escalation altogether. In the meantime, we can open new tab to make additional enumeration with the first web application. Misdirection. For example, we can launch Nikto to perform automatic enumeration. And we can get the version information, lock it. Maybe we need to check whether this version is vulnerable or not. Search sprite, lock it. Lock it. But they are not the same as our surface. And also Nikto give us some more information like session ID, init cookie. I think this is negative result. An uncommon header, web2py. So this, I think this is some sort of framework, web framework, and found a admin directory. Beautiful. We can access this directory. Admin is disabled because insecure channel. Interesting. And admin status, new modules. Can we access this file? I don't think so. Admin is disabled because insecure channel. Next, we can launch GoBuster to perform directory enumeration. Oh, we got error. No problem. We can put exclude lens option. And now GoBuster can enumerate directories as usual. Welcome admin examples. And we got some sort of error. Maybe there are some sort of firewalls in place at the server, right? Anyhow, I'm not going to wait because we can't get very much. Okay, so also I don't think the application, specifically the user login form, is vulnerable to SQL injection. To save time of this video, I'd like to stop it. Okay, so we have already done almost everything with the first web application running on the port number 80. Nothing. So how about the second application, 8080? So this is a default Apache 2 page. And we can check its source code. Nothing here. And we can access its robots file. Not found. Let me launch Nikto one more time. Oh, we found help directory. Let's access this directory. But nothing at all. Development directory, but we still didn't get anything back. Oh, maybe more accurate saying it's empty. So menu. Oh, even we found a debug directory. Let's have a look at this directory. So beautiful. We are even given the web shell. We can run command. Who am I? Your name. So beautiful. But of course, what are we going to do next? We can spawn another normal shell. And to do that, we can For example, we can check to see whether netcat is available. Netcat is available. So now we can set up the listener on the Linux waiting for collection from the target machine. Netcat bin bash IP address of the Linux followed by the port number, but we got error, so this way can't work. And then we can go to a website like Pentest Monkey, and we can try a different reverse shell commands. And we can copy, and then port number. You can use any port number, but for me, I always use this port number. And we can paste in here, but not working. And we can try another command, bash. Press enter. We successfully get the collection from the target machine. Great step, right? So now what can we do next? Index, we can go to home directory, and also we can define environment variable term. Then we can clear screen to get a bigger space on the window. Brexit. Web 2 PY. This is web framework, right? So next we can run sudo. Sometimes, because of misconfiguration, even www-data can run sudo. It can, okay? So now we can make a lateral movement to this user by running bash command. Very easy. Brexit and bin bash. ID, and also we can spawn interactive shell by Python, right? Spawn. Okay, it's much better. So now we can grab the user flag without any problem. And also, of course, at this moment, we do not have a password for this user. So we can try 3 attempts. So next, I think we can upload LinPEAS shell script to perform automatic enumeration. And we can copy from my toolsets directory. And now I have already got this shell script ready. Next, we have to upload this script or this file to the target machine. There will be different approaches, but I'm going to take the easiest way by setting up web server with Python 3 to be more specific. So now we can go back to this tab and run command wget to upload LinPEAS, and we need to make it executable, and then we can run it. As you know, when we try to make privilege escalation or lateral movement, in most cases, we should make use of this wonderful script to perform automatic enumeration, because it can gather very rich information about the machine, about the target machine from various parts or various aspects, such as binaries with SUID bit, binaries with capabilities, cron job, processes. I found, I think, a vector LXT. The current user belongs to LXT group. So possibly we can take advantage of this membership to elevate privilege. But before we try that, we need to see whether we can get other vector. After all, we should look for those low hung fruit. Okay, let's scroll up. Group Brexit. So it means the current user can have permission to this file to modify. Maybe we can confirm by running command ls password. So the current user has right permission to this file. So I'm going to take this way, I mean manipulating password file to elevate the privilege rather than manipulating LXT membership. Okay, so how to do next? We can get out this file and copy. If you have already followed my channel, you know I have already demonstrated this technique many times. Okay, and we can create a new user, and you can use any username like a JSON. But also we need to create the password, encrypted password for this new user. And the utility we should use is sudo openSSL. Let me auto-complete this command. So this sub command of openSSL package and specify the hash type. This case, -1 stands for MD5. Although, this command can support a variety of hash types like SHA 256, 516. But here, it doesn't matter. And also we can specify sort value. And last of all is password. You can use any password. Now we can press enter. So new or the encrypted password, this is the hash value, right? We can copy and replace this X with our encrypted password or hash value. We can copy this line and we can append this line to password file. Oh, sorry about this pop-up window. We can append to password file. It done, no error. Now we can switch to newly created user JSON and 1 2 3 4 5. Now as you can see, we have already become root. Now then we can grab the final flag without any difficulty. So I think that's pretty much it. I'd like to see you next. Bye. Have a nice day, please.